Hey there everyone, happy Wednesday. I am King 5 meteorologist Adam Claybon. So the rain has been falling, at least at times, and we've seen some of those areas of sunshine throughout the last couple of days too. So we keep this trend going on into the night and into the day for tomorrow, and it's been very beneficial to get this rain, especially west of the Cascades. We need a little more east of the mountains, so let's go ahead and talk about how things are shaping up for us with our drought conditions right now. We'll get another update heading into the day for tomorrow, but this is how it sits right now. Extreme drought across the central and north Cascades here across Washington state. Even worse conditions as you head off towards the eastern side of the state, getting closer to Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and on into Idaho. Now, for us over here, again, we're going to see some improvements. I don't know if we're going to see as much of them heading on into the day for tomorrow because the information is actually gathered during Tuesday for these drought conditions. So we'll see maybe if next week's drought update does show a bit more improvement ahead. But this is what's fallen here so far today. Since midnight, we've been seeing more of those amounts between about, I would say, a tenth to a quarter of an inch in a lot of spots. Some lesser amounts where we've seen the showers just completely dodge us here around Tacoma and Port Townsend. Off towards the north coast, though, pretty good amounts there. You can see up to 3/4 of an inch of rain, and all of this being driven by this area of low pressure that just continues to spin out over the Pacific. So we'll keep it going at least for another day or so. Tomorrow kind of breezy, just like today too. We'll see those areas of sunshine getting us back up into the upper 60s. And then the shower chances do decrease into Friday and Saturday. Not as many of them around, more sunshine, but we are going to cool down a bit more too Saturday as a front will push on by. That will cool us down into Sunday, and I'm sure big days for maybe any of you heading out to the Mariners playoff games there. And of course, we're going to have the Seahawks in town too, so it's just going to be a very busy weekend all around sports-wise here in Seattle. Sunnier skies and also warmer times heading on into next work week as we get back up near the 70-degree mark. Here's Paulsville, cloudy skies there, and you can definitely tell we're dealing with a lot of these in and out showers. Bellingham, not the case right now. Here into the early part of our evening, heading into Wednesday, it looks like we'll see some clear skies there while seeing some showers moving overhead here closer to Seattle. Expect the better chances to be around here for the first part of the night, and then not as much rain here closer to I-5, that is. If you are farther west, you are going to see a bit more of this shower activity. I wanted to point this out. You see that line just off of the coast? Well, that will be more the one that produces the majority of the rain here as we head on into the night. And this particular cell right here, we actually had more of a special marine sort of statement from that. Now, that one right there was producing some pretty heavy rain. It showed some rotation on radar. Some water spouts. Thankfully, we didn't really have anything come from that. You can see it's weakening here as we head on into the first part of our night. And so that's just the general theme of things. We'll continue to see maybe a few areas of lightning and thunder, mostly out towards the coast. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of that off towards the east here too, but most of that will be over the Kitsap Peninsula and some heavier downpours moving over some of our parts here into the early part of tonight. Here's radar. That spin of low pressure just keeps things going. And as we look at Futurecast, you can see how it just keeps on driving over the same areas there over the Olympic Peninsula where we kind of really need it. We need to get that rain across Mason County where we have that Bear Gulch fire. Just not a lot of it penetrating off to the east where we could definitely use some more of that rain to help with the fires over there on that side of the state. By about tomorrow evening, heading into tomorrow night, Thursday at 11 p.m., a lot of this is disappearing. We don't really see a whole lot more additional rain to come on into Friday either. So the better opportunities that we're going to see and best chances will be here over the next 24 hours. Then once we head into Saturday, you can see more of that northwesterly flow coming on through, and that's your cold front, which is going to cool things down. We'll go from the mid and upper 60s down into the low 60s, maybe even upper 50s into the day Saturday. Slight warm up heading into Sunday, and then more of one to come with some maybe late summer, early fall-like conditions there heading into Tuesday. Kind of a summer-like feel as we get up to 70 degrees with more of that sunshine. Should be pretty decent for us there. And Futurecast kind of shows that once we get done with this next round of rain that we're going to have here over tonight and into the day for tomorrow, not a ton more. Sunday, we're definitely clearing out and drying out more. We'll head on into more Monday and on into Tuesday. Clearer skies out there. We'll see what happens with that system just off to our north heading into the day on Wednesday. For right now, we're just going to call for partly sunny skies, though. Tonight, we'll drop down into generally the low 50s, upper 40s up that way around Port Angeles as we dip down to 49. And then highs tomorrow getting up to 64 in Orcas Island, 68 in Mount Vernon. We'll be up near the 70-degree mark around Arlington, Marysville down towards Monroe, Linwood up to 67. The islands more so in the mid-60s. Looks like we'll top off at about 68 in Paulsville, Renton up to 68 degrees. Seeing more 70s around Tacoma and in Puyallup, 67 in Olympia. Mid 60s around Tenino, Castle Rock, getting up to 68 degrees, low 60s out towards the coast, and then seeing upper 50s and lower 60s out towards the coastline, and then seeing more mid to upper 60s around areas such as Quilcene, and then up towards Port Townsend. Your forecast, next 7-day stretch. Generally dry. Yeah, we do have the rain that's going to be with us for the next couple of days. But once we get that out of here, it does start to return back to a drier pattern, and it looks like we'll head on into the latter half of the weekend, which many of us have plans. Not maybe a bad thing that we're going to see dry conditions. Kind of cooler. Make sure to have something to cover the arms and keep yourselves warm. But then we get back up near the 70-degree mark, heading on into early next work week. So we're going to try to squeeze out as much rain from these clouds here over the next couple of days to help with our fire situation as well as our drought conditions. So prepare for that if you are going to be out and about here as we head throughout the night or on into the day on Thursday. Okay, well, everyone, have a wonderful Wednesday night and a tremendous Thursday. We'll talk to you soon.